Hey guys, welcome back to OverTakes. This is Kel.
And this is Misfit.
And we're here with our picks for Week 2 of the Overwatch League 2020 season. Let's dive right into them. We're going to give you guys our picks and our betting favorites and who we think you guys should go for on that, giving you the odds as we see them. We are currently using buff.bet as our kind of our basis for where we're getting our odds and all of that. So that's what it was as of the recording of this on Thursday afternoon.
Just a note, if you're in the U.S., you cannot use that site. There are a couple other ones, but they don't have the matches up quite yet.
Yeah.
Quite yet. Not yet. Yeet.
Quite yeet?
Quite yeet. Just yeet that money at him.
Yeah, unfortunately not available to do this in the U.S. at this point, but
they're all pretty close. They all kind of share the same place where they get their odds from. So let's dive into the first match. We have my Florida Mayhem versus the Houston Outlaws. Florida is, now this is per 100, whatever you're wagering. Florida's favored in this one, minus 161. Houston is the underdog at plus 118. Now, we talked a little bit about this, these two teams on Friday. This matchup's going to be really interesting. They're kind of even in a lot of spots, but there's some spots where Houston's better. Some where I would say Florida is better. Minus 161, though. I wasn't expecting Florida to be favored. I thought it might be the other way around.
Heavily, honestly.
And the matches this week. It's not like last week where we had like the or the minus 1250.
Right, the 600s.
Everything's pretty reasonable. You could sway yourself either way on a lot of these matches.
You really can.
A couple of them for me though, I'm not swayed. Mostly it's because I don't trust Washington, like we talked about.
Yeah.
But I mean, do I have to say where I'm going? I mean, we know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm taking Saya and the boys.
Fair.
At minus 161, I will take the hit. I think they're going to win this match. I think they're ready. They have a new attitude, new coach, new fucking colors. That shit slaps. Those uniforms are awesome. I want those pants, though, damn it.
Yeah.
I need some of those.
Right. Give us the access to the pants.
Yeah.
I want the... Honestly,
the jackets are cool, too.
Yeah, I want the jackets. I want a hoodie. Similar style to the
Jinx
jerseys. But I want a hoodie like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I see where you're going.
Give me a pullover hoodie that looks like the jerseys with long sleeves. I will buy the hell out of that shit. Give me that. And if you have my money.
And if you buy my teams, no one will miss you for 30 miles.
Right? No kidding.
Because that pick is pretty bright. That's cool, though. I like that. Yeah, I like Florida. I just think this is a situation where you're going to get Saya player in his element. You got a good enough tank line that's going to create space for him. And I think BQB or Yaki, mostly probably, and Saya are going to do a lot of work. I'm a little afraid of Chris, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people are slamming the guy. Everyone's like, oh, you guys got rid of Rain. So hold on a minute, all right?
Right.
They were playing fucking Dallas. Did we talk about when they played Vancouver?
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah.
Pump the brakes on Rain a little bit, and let's see what happens with Chris. Before it's like the week 1 fucking overreaction.
Yeah.
Let the guy play a game.
So I know you're not going to like this.
Oh, go where you got to go.
I'm going to go with Houston in this game. I do think that this is a better
value-wise.
Value-wise, I do think that this is better.
I didn't say my bet was a good bet.
Right. I think Houston is the better play on this, just because they're the underdogs, not by a lot, but I think it's worth taking that chance. Because I do think that they have a very good shot at winning this game. Because honestly, I think that this is a game that's going to go either way. I think there's a reason Florida is favored, and that's because they have just more proven DPS. And I don't know if Houston's DPS players are going to be able to take over like Florida's possibly could. But I do think that the other aspects of it, I think Houston has a little bit more of an edge, so I would take Houston in this game.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue with you. I'm just excited about my team. I'm excited as their favorite, and it's not the best play. Sometimes that's the problem when you have favorite teams, guys.
Right.
You're like, yeah, I'll take a dive on that.
Right.
Because you're confident. Because
you know more about that team than you do the other team and all that. So I get it. I mean, believe me, I would.
I have faith in this team this year.
I'm not much of a bettor, but believe me, if I was, there's been many times where I would have taken horrible bets on my teams. Being a Browns fan or a Cavs fan or an Indians fan, any of those. Like during the 2016 the 2016 World Series, I would have bet a lot of money for us to win that World Series.
And you're one rain delay away.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally. I'm picking it. I'm not calling it like a value pick by any stretch, or like my picks. It's my pick of the week. It's not like a pick that I'm going to highlight and say, yes, guys, jump on this.
Right. All right. Let's move on to the next game. We have the Philly Fusion favored over the Washington Justice. Philly is at a negative 185 versus Washington, who is a plus 135.
I got to go favorite in this one.
Yeah.
First match at home. It matters. We saw that really last week. Especially
because I think Philly, like we said in the last video, Philly's going to be nuts. They're going to show up for their team. I think that there is definitely there's a disparity in talent. Yeah.
And even at main tank, where I think Sato's better than Roar. Or they're at least level.
Yeah.
But
it gets completely countered by the fact that Philly have Fury.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't care who you throw out of Washington, Fury is better.
Yeah.
There's like one tank in the league that I would put above Fury, and that's probably Janu.
Yeah.
And even that might be a wash.
Yeah, or Choi
Hyobin. Yeah.
So he's three.
He's like 3 or 4 behind.
Like a couple of guys.
A couple of guys. Hotba might be right up there too.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of guys that I would put above Fury.
Yeah, and then...
even then, I would probably still put them on even playing field.
And I think their DPS are on an even playing field with Carpe just a tick better than Corey.
Yes. I do think that this is going to be a fascinating game to watch, and I'm hyped for this game because I'm excited to see the Widow battles of Fury, or of Corey and Carpe.
Yeah, because you got to pull it out once, at least. Especially if they have like Eichenwald in the map pool or something like that, somewhere where you got some good sight lines. I want to see some of that. Yeah, I got to go with Philly. I mean, it's not a terrible bet to bet Washington.
It's really not.
But you got to take a lot of other things into consideration when you're playing this. There's not as many
factors that work in their favor.
Yeah. They're down a tank. They're in Philly. And Fury's playing. He outweighs a lot of the stuff. And even Carpe and his clutch factor.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a lot of things that I just have to go with Philly.
Same.
And I actually think that's a fantastic line at minus 185. It's under 200.
Yeah.
On Saturday, that's my best bet on Saturday.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's my crunch time groove bet of the week.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on.
Actually, it's not.
Let's move on to Sunday.
It's my Pringles wavy bet of Saturday.
On Sunday, we start off the day with Washington favored against Houston again.
Man,
this is one that's man.
I'm fucking going dog on this one.
Yeah,
Houston getting 125 over with Washington. Their tank line is 10 times better than Washington.
Yeah, I don't know why Houston is so downplayed.
Plus 125. That's my bet. That's my Cheez-It Grooves bet of the week.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% betting on Houston in this game.
Oh yeah.
I just think that they're better.
Miles, like just tanks alone.
Yeah,
are better. Muma and Meko.
I think Washington has slightly better DPS
and
DPS are a little bit better.
It depends what the...
But I think there's times when Houston's DPS, I think, can be better.
Yeah, exactly.
If you get a good opportunity, honestly, I'm going to take Linkser over Corey. As good as Corey is,
I'm going to take...
When Linkser is popping off, that dude is unkillable.
And I'm taking Hydration and Dante, your other guys, over Stratus.
Yes.
And Tuba.
Definitely.
They're just... Plus, I think, and if things play out in like the way they're going to play out in my mind, if you visualize, guys, things happen. Just remember that.
Right.
Florida's going to beat them. They're going to have to win this game.
Yeah.
And
that's why I would say take Houston now.
Yeah. Before
they probably beat Florida, because that line is most likely going to flip.
Yeah. If Houston beats Florida, it's going to flip. I mean, you can wait it out and see what happens, because if Washington happens to win and Houston loses, you might get a better line.
Yeah, true.
I don't think it's going to happen that way.
Yeah.
Because it could be a situation, even like we saw with London last week. They kind of played okay against New York, and the whole line just fucking flipped because everyone threw money on London.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I love Houston in this game. Very few and far between times that I've said that, but I just think they're miles better than Washington. I think Washington's vastly overrated. Muma and Meko control this match.
Yeah, for sure.
And, Ark and Aimgod are great. I don't think that Jexay, Boink, and Raucus on Anna is a terrible trio.
No, it's really not. I still give... That's the one part I give to Washington, because Ark the Undying. Ark the Undying and Aimgod finally getting to actually play and be good. I think I will take that support line over Houston, but that's the only place that I'm going to favor Washington over Houston. And I think it really comes down to the tank play, and Houston just flat out has a better tank line.
Yeah. And that means so much for your DPS.
It does.
Because if they're eating Roar and Elevote for lunch,
then there's only so much that Corey and Stratus are going to be able to do.
Because they're going to be dead. Or they're resetting constantly.
Exactly.
You can only carry so much. And it's not like that Houston doesn't have other, like Linkser.
I do expect there to be at least one map where Corey does something stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Or like half of his team is dead, but he still kills most of them.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee. If there was prop bets, that would be one that I would take.
Oh, for sure,
for sure. But I just don't see that being enough.
The odds.
All right, so last match of the week, we got Philly, Florida. Philly favored -213.
Now you could probably say this is the first line of the weekend that's in line.
Yeah.
Philly -213. I thought they would be a little bit higher, actually.
Right.
Maybe like 300.
Yeah, I would too, honestly.
But Florida at +156. I mean, in my brain, I would take Philly.
Yeah.
At -213. That's because it's not a high risk bet today.
Right.
Which is a good thing, before the matches start.
And honestly, I think. I wish Florida had a slightly higher positive on this.
Yeah. If it was like +200 or something like that,
then
that would be worth
like,
it.
I honestly would think that would be the risk of a risk worth taking.
Because there are times when someone like Saya Player can control a match.
Yeah. Now, if Florida gets dominated by Houston, that's possible. This might be one that would be worth waiting
to see what
happens on day one. Because if Florida loses,
I would say
even
after
a close one to Houston.
I would say after the first match.
Yeah, after the first match. If depending on how that plays out, because if Florida loses, I think that their line will definitely go up a lot,
and it'll benefit you if you're trying to play Philly.
Exactly, and I do think that there is a possibility that Florida could win this game. It's a little bit less so than playing against Houston, but if that line goes up, I would honestly take it. If it goes above 200, jump on that shit.
Yeah, I would jump on it. It would be worth it, because there are situations where, and a lot of people I know don't think this, but there are situations where Florida can win this match. Fate's better tank than Sato, as much as I've been the Sato apologist.
Yeah.
Fate's better than Sato. You still have Fury.
Yeah, you still have Fury.
But Saya, BQB Yaki, and then EQO Carpe, that's pretty close.
It is. It's closer than people like to think.
Yeah. And I hope we have Eichenwald, Blizzard World, something. Please, for the love of God, can we get a Carpe versus Saya?
Yes. Carpe versus Saya.
Widow.
Oh, please.
Yeah. But that being said,
please, Owl Gods.
I'm splitting this kind of. My brain is going to take Philly, but the rest of me is taking Florida. That's plus 156.
I'm with you on that.
The smart play, once again, is playing Philly at minus 213 right now. And if Florida happens to beat Houston on Saturday first, that's going to go down.
Yeah.
It might even get close to even flip, maybe even. I don't know if it'll get that far. But I would definitely look at right after that match and see where it goes, because the money's going to get tossed on. The way the lines change is who's getting the money thrown on it.
Right.
So if Florida comes out and is hot, someone throws money, as people start throwing money on Florida, it's gonna flip. Yeah, or at least drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like. My pick of the week, since there's only 4 games, we'll only do one.
Yeah.
My pick of the week is Houston over Washington at plus 125 today.
Yeah. I would say my pick of the week, honestly, I'm going to go with that last match. I feel like it's a line worth keeping an eye on, and if you can find really good odds on Florida, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, and so just to go overall, I have Florida on Saturday. I have Florida over Houston, Philly over Washington, and then Saturday or Sunday I have Houston over Washington, and betting wise, and pick wise, I'm going to go with Philly.
Okay,
a close one.
Yeah, I have Florida, or I have Houston over Florida in the first game on Saturday. Then I have Philly over Washington. That's just honestly, that's a game that I wouldn't even put any money on. I just don't feel like it's worth it. Then
if you want Sunday, to, I'd put it on Philly.
Yeah, and then Sunday I have Houston over Washington. That's probably actually, you know, I'm with you. I think that's the bet of the week, especially right now. Jump on that if you can.
Yeah,
because
it just keeps
I
yelling.
I don't think that Houston is going to be the underdog for very long. And then
it's like staring at you, just going, "Hello,
yeah,
hello, I'm right here.
Hi, hey,
this is
and then Sunday,
London last week.
Yeah, and then Sunday we got Philly. I've got Philly over Florida. I'm taking Philly in my brain. Florida, I would go with only if they can, if they drop to plus 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for our shorter Saturday pick show. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. Enjoy the matches today. Everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for all of your support, all your likes, all your subscribes, all that kind of good stuff. We will see you Sunday night with the back cap after all the, later on in the evening. Since the matches are ending at 3, we're probably not going to be on at that point. So yeah. Life has to happen as well. But we will see you Sunday night, somewhere around the regular time. We'll post up on social media what time we're going to be going up. Just check that out. All of our links to our social medias are down in the description. And enjoy the matches, guys. We will talk to you later.
Catch you guys in the next one. Later.